It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns, next on Madden Football.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year one in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. And if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Try to run for it with Harris. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Harris. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's the replacement for Cameron Johnston. Corliss Waitman on to punt. Jalen Darden deep for Cleveland. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger, Mike. I mean, this brings us back to the Brett Favre days. Every time this guy lets it loose, you're not sure which team's going to end up with it, but it's going to be exciting. There are times where you got to hold your breath, and let's not forget, this guy was the first overall pick for a reason. He's got the arm talent. That's undeniable. When he's playing well, his teams have a chance. He needs to eliminate some of the negatives because when he's on, man, he is fun to watch.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Chubb. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. We'll get this to about midfield. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now Russ. Now a screen set up for Harris.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson, and that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Browns offense ready for their second possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Whoa. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Chubb. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Now we have an injury, and it's Nick Chubb, who missed nearly the entire 2023 season. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. This throw left is complete with Judy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. On the handoff, Ford. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run once more with Ford. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. To throw, Winston. He pulls it in around the 5. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be 1st down, though. 1st and goal at the 2.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can...
He slams it in there, and he is in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. Second and a yard. On the give, it's Harris. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
1st and 10. He'll give it to Harris again. He'll take this down to the 47. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. A run. Here's Harris. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. They drop this down to Warren. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Again, it's Ford. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line. Now a handoff to Ford. And he'll work this forward to the 35. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, here's Ford. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Winston looking to throw. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Winston. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing, Jameis. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Browns 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. On second down, Winston. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On second down, Wilson. Oh, they leave Pickens all alone. It's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
They call this the alley. So it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
They're gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On first down, right back to Harris. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Second and 7. A give, and here comes Harris. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. Back to throw. Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On third and goal, Wilson. That is caught. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jameis. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. Whoa! An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Once again, it's Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Winston to throw. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the 1st down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Browns offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Off the play fake, it's Jameis. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to open.
Open man, and that's Tillman. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From all the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Here's Chubb. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Winston. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the defense has it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter. Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Russ into the hands of Pickens. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble. The other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Winston. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He keeps it himself, and they'll take this down inside the 35. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Jameis. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. The NFL sack leader for 2023, T.J. Watt, gets in there to bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, Winston. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Winston. He finds Judy on that one. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All
right, Mike. Thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. There's that man again. Another catch.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Winston. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Winston. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Winston will try and set up the tight end screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Warren. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Grant Delpit up to make the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Winston to throw on 1st down. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down, 3 to go. Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. You could tell they sold out to stop the run here on 3rd down. And even if he hands this ball off, Mike, I don't think that play was going anywhere.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll get about 2. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Harris. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. To throw is Winston. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
From the pistol, a give to Chubb. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. From the gun, Winston. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Jameis. That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Here's Winston at the line. His team ready to go for 2. Back to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
On first down, Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking.
And the rush, 2 strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is caught! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now Russ. Over the top. He's got it. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. To throw, here's Winston. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2nd down, Chubb. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Jameis. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He gets this one to Moore. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Winston to throw. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Chubb. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run here. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stick to the ground. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
A tackling plan for the defense, Mike, is critical when you're facing a back like this. You know that one guy is not going to be enough to bring him down. You have to get as many hats to the ball as you can, slow him up just enough to buy time, and in this case, they get him down for a loss.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. He's got room at the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Once again, it's Chubb. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Winston. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Jameis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. Wilson now, off the bootleg. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. He'll try and he will score. Game on. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Pierre Strong on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now Winston. Left side, he's got Njoku. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On play action, Winston. Now he'll run. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Running is Chubb. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cleveland.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They bring Judy in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. Powering forward. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns tack on one more to their lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Harris. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. First and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The dog pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.